Hey friends, thank you so much for watching this video. This one is about Austin Ogonoski. I don't have anything bad to say about him. I just have to say this guy has been one of my biggest haters online. And I will tell you a little story about him. It was funny because one time I said, "Cheers, Austin, because you helped bring more eyes to iRacing." And he said he's been immortalized. So Austin, if this video immortalizes you, congratulations. That is awesome. What I do have to say about Austin, though, I remember racing with him in iRacing, and he was pretty good. In fact, we were racing at Las Vegas together, and I was having some trouble in that race, and I knew he was going to win. And when he won, I said congratulations. But there was just something very dark about Austin, and shortly after that, he went on a tirade over iRacing, and thankfully, iRacing kicked him out. I have nothing against any other sim at all. They're all great in their own right. We all have our own audience, you know. Everyone is drawn to something. Austin, I just don't know what's up in his life, but he said I need to go get help. So I think the craziest psych ward is probably Austin Ogonoski's house. Sorry, Austin, it's mean. It's a comeback. I shouldn't probably say it. Embarrasses me to even talk like that, but the way you talk about people in your articles, things that aren't even true, you know. And I think that's another one of the examples about YouTube is and why the comments are turned off is because you take, for instance, let's just throw out a name, Austin. Let's say Austin Ogonoski. You go and you graffiti his house. Well, it's not my place to say what Austin would do. Maybe he'd be happy about it. But in the same way, if you've got a YouTube comment section and people are leaving comments like that, that's graffiti that's got to be cleaned up. And so that's why the comments are off. So, man, you know, everyone does their best. But as far as Austin goes, I give every sim their props. But you know, I have no place on Reddit because of all the stuff that's not true. And I had a good friend in NASCAR tell me one of his friends quit sim racing because of all the, as he put it, you know, just all the talk. It's the war of words. And Austin, I am sorry to say what I said about you in this video, but I don't know. It's you know, mean things you say can really affect people. That's why one of my good friends on YouTube, he's very strong physically, and he's a great driver in Gran Turismo. But even the strongest person, physically and mentally, can be weakened. And so, man, I guess pray for Austin. You know, we definitely all have battles to fight. I know a lot of good Christians, you know, good people who tell me they get very upset with God for the things that have been allowed in their lives, and I'm no exception to that. So I don't know what's going to come of this video and the way I said it, but I want to thank iRacing because they, in my eyes, are where it's at. Every sim is great, but this Austin Ogonoski guy, he made his way by making articles that really shame other people with not the truth. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all later. Alright guys, there's two of me here, and I'm pretty sure I can't get copyright on this one. So one of my friends just messaged me that Austin Ogonoski made a video about me, and I've had to learn to just not pay attention. But there was a consensus between the two of us, Austin, and that was that some people can never win at life. And my desire is to see you do really well, man. I'd love to see you racing wherever you want to be. I've lived more than pretty much all my life, man. Like I said, we have more than other countries. But emotionally, man, like I said, it's like defeat from the jaws of victory every time. So I feel for you in what you're going through, but I've had to learn to not read what you say. And so I hope we both can. I hope everyone can win one day, man. It'd be awesome. We all are wrestlers, and we're actors, spiritual stuff. So, in any case, man, I wish the best for you. One of my best friends also just messaged me, and it's so hard to explain because I grew up in a very pressure-packed environment. You have to do this. You have to do this. If you don't, how many celebrities grow up that way? You like forced into the limelight and they didn't want to be there. And I think everyone goes through their own pressures. From the get-go, I became what I didn't want to be because there was so much pressure around me. Like I said, polar opposite parents. One's pulling me down, one's pushing me up, and then when that switched around, the other one's pulling me down, the other one's pushing me up. So, life can be pretty impossible, and that's how it's meant to be sometimes. So, Austin, I love you, but that's not my choice. I can only do my best, just like you can do your best. And like the consensus was, you can't seem to win, and I've been there for a long time. So, much love to you guys. See y'all later. Hey everyone. So again, with so much love to each and every one of you. Like I said, when you're getting 15, 16, 20 million pieces of advice from all your friends, there's literally only one way you can go. And one of the best things I learned is that even when you know what's up and you try to go a different way because you're scared, like there's still a reason for it. So what I want to say is this. One of my best friends from the YouTube journey called me up, and I think, the smartphone for me, thankfully, from all sorts of different reasons I'm learning is not, the best thing for me to be on all the time. But one of my best friends who knows a story that I was never really able to share online, he was worried because he was scared about what others online were saying to him. And so what I was able to tell him is that the room you're in right now, that is shelter. That is a shelter. The roof, the walls, everything is a shelter for you. To where even though on the other side of a phone screen people could be attacking you, you have a shelter. And what's going on, like if I'm talking to you right now, it is literally a moment in time that I've recorded this video that later on you'll be watching it. And I am the only one in my room right now. I'm the only one in my room communicating directly to you. So this is a shelter. All of this is a shelter. And I will also say, this is my friend who called me. He was born with, a heart condition. It was a rough childhood. And I told him, I bet that you would love to have not had any of these things from birth. And I said, well, I would have loved to have not gone through what I've gone through as well. But if we both hadn't have gone through that, then we both would not have connected and then had a similar story. Because even when people you look up to, who are posting these videos that my friend told me about, come against you, you've always got those friends to help you up. And in this case, it's my friend with different, physical conditions. And so the thing is, all the talk about, we're not black, white, brown, or yellow. It's the inside. However, I have to say this because it's so true how it's worked before. So I remember when Austin posted a video or something like a response to one of my videos, like it brought more attention to iRacing. In the same way, like every time people come against me who are doing their best and only see from their point of view, like it brings more light and attention. And so I've had some very good friends message me saying, Jason, just keep doing you, because we know that all the hate, especially this, I was crippled by it before. This time, the Lord has strengthened me. So YouTube's not going down unless it gets taken down by a hand other than my own. But, so I want to thank each and every one of you who writes an article or posts a video, because you know, there's only been some that I've been able to talk about the truth with. But the thing is, we all have our own truth, and all these people, just like myself, are doing our best. But this room is a shelter. I'm the only one here. Just like when you're watching this, you're the only one in your surroundings. And so I want to say God bless everyone who is in a surrounding of what could be a harsh environment. In a lot of ways, I'm thankful for where I am right now. And so I'm definitely thinking about everyone who does have a lot going on around them. Thank you guys. Alrighty, another video regarding the topic of heirs given to each of us. You see, in a previous video I had said, like it says, Yeshua said there's only one good, only one truly good. And it's been that knowledge in me for a long time. So I never said I was a good person. I never said I was God's gift to the world. But the funny, quote unquote, thing is that people are going to slip up at the right time. And so they'll say what they might be thinking, even though I never said that myself. So I think the thing is, every person is God's gift to the world. I never said I was a good person. I never said I was God's gift to the world. I never said these things. I don't even, it's just an heir. Every driver, great or small, they have an heir given to them by their Creator. But can I just tell you, no one is greater than the other person. No one, there's none. In fact, one of the questions when I do check my smartphone, I stay away from it as much as possible, because I'm not the only YouTuber. There's plenty of YouTubers out there. You can get great information from, stuff that helps you in your journey and loving everyone, and also being good to everyone and everything you see. But the other thing is that, man, it's just like, so yeah, people see things about you and say things, and you don't have to say it yourself. And so, a lot of times, and this has been my case, oh man, all throughout life, words are put in my mouth that I never said. That goes for each and every one of you, you know, and it's for, I believe, an ultimately grand reason. And so, yeah, I mean, we all have the same Creator. Austin Ogonoski, Darian Gilliam, and then there's some, it's like, okay, so there's some people you can't even mention in certain, and so I'm not going to mention a name in this video, but, you know, the question is, am I coming back to iRacing? So I want to say to each and every NASCAR driver, fan, crew member, personnel, I respect you and I love you, and God bless you, because I am confined right now down to here. There's nothing I can do. You know, I'm being told that I need to put new graphics on the car and all these things. Just my desire's not there. I have no reason to race. So I think, you know, in a roundabout way, that we can never do it ourselves, because even when, and like I said, we're going to be carried by our own beliefs in some ways, and there's other times we're going to have to be brought to our knees. And so, like cousin Carl said, brother Carl, like my favorite, like he can be my favorite driver at one time, or other drivers could be my favorite at other times. You know, it's like all of us could be each other's favorite at different times, but we all have the same source of life. So once again, you know, I've been told, like, I envy what you have, but I don't envy anyone walking that grid, no matter where you are. If you are like on the grid of life, so to speak, not only a racetrack, but everywhere, there's no one I envy in this life, because I know how hard it can get for me. So these things don't matter. The graphics on the race car They're beautiful. They matter, but I think, like it said, you know what the person's saying without them having to say it. So, yeah, to all of you guys, thank you. And to everyone asking if I'll return to iRacing or racing, I think it goes without saying. It's just everyone does what they're able. So no matter which colors they suit up in, and no matter what walk of life, everyone does what they're able. Thank you, guys. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing fantastic. All right, it's actually one of my dad's favorite songs called Hearts in Trouble. Days of Thunder, what a great movie. First of all, I want to apologize to you guys. I ran an experiment. My last craving of sugar. Ooh, I hate sugar now. I really do. This is what I ate. I mean, it's a pretty clean chocolate chip cookie. But if I'm going to be on YouTube, it has to be for you. This box getting recycled. No more sugar for me. I'm going to stick to that. I do not like sugar at all. In the same way, Austin Ogonoski. Alright, I want to talk to you guys about being fake and being real because I was naive, I couldn't tell what fake is. When I get called fake, it hurts. Don't even want to be here. Austin wrote a bunch of fake articles online. And I hope he acknowledges that. I hope he does. What he said wasn't true. In fact, it pushed me to hurt even more. There's also a guy named James Pileski who helped him out. Austin would send me messages about all these things that weren't true. And a good friend who actually works in NASCAR said, "Don't lend an ear to a fool." I didn't know any better at the time. I just tried to be there for everybody. But Austin is the fool I should not have been listening to. It's friends like Bubba, other friends who show me who to not listen to. So I'm still gaining my footing, but Graham Boland, that guy has to acknowledge what he's said about me and all the messages he's put out about me. Again, if you're gonna drive something like the number 18 in iRacing, then you gotta have the attitude, man. I saw you win, I think it was at North Wilkesboro, and you had a pretty good interview, but I just hope you acknowledge what you said about me and the fake messages that weren't true. Hey Austin, how are you doing up there? I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. I hope you, at this point, have taken a look at the world around you and see how many people are actually in debt. Thank you for opening up a chance for me to tell more about Mackenzie. I haven't even gotten through this whole video. Alright, so I'm trying to be professional at Domino's, trying to go on deliveries, help the customers out. Alright, but if I don't give her a hug, if I don't kiss her in front of the customers before I leave the store, you know she has to chase me out to my car and yell at me. She never cared who her audience was. She never cared how badly she treated me. It's just part of the story. It's what I had to deal with. Alrighty, Austin. I see it. It just got clear for a second. One day, you'll get a big thank you. Same with everyone. Because everyone has done the right thing. And if I come out better than before, then you'll have all the proof that you'll ever need. So, whatever those phone numbers were in the bottom left, or wait, I'm sorry, left back here. Right, now it's on my right. All right, so, okay. Here's part 2 of the ongoing Austin Ogonoski saga. All right, Austin. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Alice Cooper's song, I think. I still want to be nice, man. I tried my hardest. Alright. I was never allowed to really watch The Simpsons growing up, but in any case, sorry. Let me say this next. Call those numbers in the bottom right. So Mackenzie had been threatening me over and over and over. And she was once again threatening to post stuff about me. So I said I was going to try to kill myself again. I said that, like literally I said I'm going to try to kill myself because like all these threats that were coming against me, she kept trying to ruin me over and over and over. So they send the whole suicide watch department over here to this neighborhood. They send like a fire truck, police officers. We probably had, 15 or 16 officers. At least that's what my family counted. There were some real good officers, man. They told me, if she says something about you, who cares? What does it matter? Who cares what someone says? And I was just real scared. I had a lot of fear. A lot of fear. But that's subsiding now. That fear is going away. Police officers are right. They've already been over here. In fact, every now and then I'll run into them. They ask me, which church you go to? Still don't go to one. Do all my learning online. From you, from all the YouTube searching, the Google. I'm gonna probably watch your next video in line, but it's like I was told, one day I will know the whys. God bless y'all. Guys, I am thoroughly entertained by this video, and it's true. One day we will all know why we've been through this mess. Well, I want to say to her right there, just got partway through the interview, and I am really thoroughly entertained by this. Alright, so she told me growing up, before she ever met me, she always had a fear she was going to die. And Austin, you're the mental illness expert, so you could probably tell us what that fear or phobia is called. Like the constant fear of death. In fact, she would always tell me, like, when her mom or dad would leave the house, she's so afraid she's going to die. That's before I met her and before she met me. So yes, we all have issues. Anyone who is in a relationship, doesn't even matter if it's, you don't have to have a band on. I'm not just crew chief, driver, all those types of relationships. It's like a marriage. It's like a marriage, man. Any person you meet on the street, it's like a marriage. You never know what they went through before you show up in their life. So, what I'm going to say here is that I am amazed. I am really amazed. And there's someone who's due some praise. Whoop! Yep. I'm just that crazy guy. So, thank God though, He's returning my senses to me. Still in the basement, man. I want to go up to North Carolina. That's where I want to live. I want to drive a race car for a living. That's a passion you can't deny. You cannot deny that passion, man. I want to be a NASCAR driver. There's a lot of folks who want to be, but anyway, we'll see. I don't know the future. Someone sees it all planned out already. Once again, the end and the beginning have already been written. So, God bless you guys. Till the next video.